Asteroid City is the latest film from writer and director Wes Anderson. Following a writer on his world-famous fictional play about a grieving father who travels with his tech-obsessed family to small rural Asteroid City to compete in a junior stargazing event, only to have his worldview disrupted forever. Now, when it comes to Wes Anderson as a filmmaker, I would consider his style to be cute, sweet, and colourful. It is a style that I would say is absolutely creative, and I've seen recently on Instagram a lot of TikTok videos who have been inspired by Anderson's style, and I can absolutely see why a lot of people do love his aesthetic. It's not a style that I would consider to be inspirational for me because of my tastes and interests in storytelling, and I don't mean to be horrible or offensive to the Wes Anderson fan club, but I just don't find his style to be the most original thing ever. But that is just my opinion. When it comes to his filmography, I have seen every one of them, and to be honest with you, there are a few that I absolutely love. For example, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Moonrise Kingdom, and The Grand Budapest Hotel. From the plots, the characters, and that dry sense of humour. And with his latest film, Asteroid City, I didn't really love this one, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Like a lot of Wes Anderson films, this had a outstanding and packed cast / performances. Now, I'm not going to be naming everyone in this film because we'll probably be here for the whole day, but just to name a few who will be Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Edward Norton, and Jeffrey Wright, all showing great efforts and energies from their acting. I thought the film was very well shot from Wes Anderson's usual cinematographer, Robert D. Yeoman, who captures some wonderful shots of establishments, wides, crabs, pans, and close-ups, with the sets and characters showing so much detail from the framing. Speaking of the sets, I very much like the production design in this film, showing a variety of great use in detail and patterns. And with the sets, I very much liked it how this film is mostly set at one big location. You can actually check out a behind the scenes video of YouTube of the sets and the layouts and how everything looks closely and connected together. One of the strengths I think Wes Anderson has in directing is timing. To be more specific, with the timing of the dry sense of humour and movements of action. For example, when characters are walking and looking around from their surroundings, and with that from the use of the shots from the cinematography I mentioned earlier. Once again, it works in Asteroid City, and to be honest with you, I just feel like with that skill in directing must take a lot of takes, patience and time. Now, regarding the story of Asteroid City and its themes, I do feel that this film is about grief, parenthood, perfection, and the meaning of life. And with a little sci-fi element of an alien played by Jeff Goldblum, I do think this is a film about Wes Anderson's love letter to the arts and science. It is a pretty busy film, and I do think some people have a problem with that, and I do think this is the most Wes Anderson film yet, from himself going over the top with everything. Now, when I explained earlier about the plot of the film, you've got on the one hand Asteroid City of a bunch of characters coming together, and on the other hand, you've got Edward Norton's character writing and making a play, which is about Asteroid City, with the characters being played by actors and actresses. So if you bring together the making of the play and Asteroid City itself, I do think as a whole, this is about the perspective of Wes Anderson overthinking. In addition with the other themes I mentioned earlier, overthinking and questioning ourselves about being a good actor, a good actress, a director, a writer, a photographer, and question ourselves if we are right for the role in the creative process, and question yourselves all the time during the process, am I doing this correctly? I do think the script of Asteroid City is Wes Anderson's most challenging film, and as I mentioned, this is the most Wes Anderson film yet that I've ever seen yet. Regarding my issues, I wasn't really a fan of the CGI in this film, specifically the alien sorcerer, and even the alien itself. I definitely think that wasn't stop motion. One aspect I'm not a fan of from Wes Anderson is how he handles exposition. Sometimes in this film it was a bit too much, and I was struggling to keep up with what the characters were saying because of the speed of how they were talking, and I just would sometimes start to feel a bit tired and bored. My final issue with Asteroid City is that I wish the film hit the 2-hour mark, making this film a 1 hour and 44-minute film, and I wish the film fitted in more of the fictional play to get that connection between the play and Asteroid City itself. In the end, Asteroid City has a lot to enjoy and be intrigued by. This is not Wes Anderson's best, as it's challenging and in-depth, but I definitely think as time goes by, a lot of people will discuss about the film's themes and meaning. And it is also, like a lot of Wes Anderson films, cute, sweet, and indeed colourful. Based on my Letterboxd rating, I'm going to give Asteroid City a 4-star out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please let me know in the comments below about your thoughts of the film. And if you liked what you watch, feel free to subscribe and look out for more videos coming your way.